Hello and welcome back to Coop Life. I'm Mora28 and we are digging out a farm here today. So between this episode and the last, it's been a few days. We've had a pack update which has been fantastic. There's a bunch of quality of life changes, really happy about that. And one of those changes actually has something and everything to do with these farms. Previously in the older versions of Coop Life, whenever you made a farm, it would default to the standard forestry diamond shape, which works. It's great, right? Now they're square. And I'm so happy they're square. They cover more area. They are a little bit more overpowered, I suppose. But it's just so much easier to account for. I don't like the jagged diamond shape. It's just weird. It's just wrong. So what I'm doing right now, actually, is I've gone ahead and framed out a general area as to where my farm is going to be. The bricks on the edge here are actually misleading. That's going to be the soil level. So it's actually going to be down one further than this. The reason we're doing it that way is so that my crops aren't, like, above sightline. Because if they were, I'd have the need to build up the island, and if you've seen any of my series, you know I don't do the builds. I put blocks down and we call it a day. To butcher a Vader quote, I have altered the terrain. Pray that I don't alter it any further. Yeah, bad though. Anyway, we're just going to get rid of the water stuff right now so we have a place to actually work with and handle. And what I figure we can do is, while we're clearing this out, we can actually get the farm set up and make sure we have everything in the general spot where it's supposed to be. So let's see. If we're going to be doing the farm, if we want this at harvest level, right? That means that we need the farm inset one lower. Because this is going to be stone brick level, right? And if this is stone brick level, that should be fantastic. Okay. So what we're going to do, just so I don't confuse myself, alright, we're clearing out a ring to put of stone brick. This is just our hay. This is the support level. Anything around this ring should be brick. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and get our farm blocks, the gearbox, the valve, and the hatch. These guys are pretty easy to make if you ever need to. For the most part, they are just tin and copper. So there's no real rush to it. Since I had nothing to do really except maintain my crops over there, which, by the way, I now have a full 10, 10, 10 copper, which is phenomenal. The tin is growing, albeit very slowly. I think it's currently like at 643 or something. It's weird. It's a weird crop. Alright, so this is going to be the ground level. To make this easiest on myself, there's a few ways I can do this. If I put it down one lower, I can just use a conveyor to pipe the items out of the farm, which seems really appealing, without having to have some sort of weird dropper setup, or hopper. Yeah, you know what? No, we'll do that. Let's go down one more level. We're going to kick it down a notch. Alright, so if we do that, we're going to want to have the gearbox at a location. Okay, let's go ahead and put the gearbox, say, like, right here in the center. We're going to have a hatch. We'll do the hatch to the back right, and then the valve to the back left. So that's one layer. And that's going to leave this sticking out one block above level, which is fine. Alright, fantastic. So currently this can do nothing. It has no power, it has no fertilizer, and it has no water, so that's understandable. What we are going to do is we're going to clear about a four block basement below all of this. And then we're going to use that for the actual work area to store stuff, sort stuff, and actually power this. One of the major things this will be growing, I'm going to dedicate at least a quad of it just to canola. And we're going to be using that canola for power for the farm and for some other stuff for the time being. And every time I glance at those villagers, I'm not paying quite enough attention. I think, oh my god, it's a witch. Alright, welcome back to my farming hole. Hooray, farming hole! Yes, it's lovely. I went ahead, I cleared out the entirety of this area below the farm. It took a lot longer than I thought it would, for the record. I was going to figure, hey, let's do a time lapse. No, that took way too long. Let's see. I added in some dirt here, actually. So I have a walkway leading towards the center of the island, or at least what will be the center of the island. What I'm thinking is to get access down here, I don't want to have like a ladder going down that just looks bad. I would like to have an underground tunnel system that goes to the heart of the island, right below the heart of the tree, where we can actually get up and down the stuff. So I think that'd be pretty neat. And it's a 3x3 inch away, and we've made this a 5x5 corridor. So the this is 5 down here, right? Yeah. It's yes. So 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2. Good. And what we'll do is we'll have something like stairs on the edge here to give it the impression of like space or a suspended platform or something like that. I think it'll be neat. But what we're going to do now, as we zip around here in bat form, because it is the only way to build, we're going to go ahead and get this farm working. There's a few considerations we need. We need to have water put into it, which is possibly the easiest part, so I'm not worried about that. We need to properly extract the items from it, and we need to get them stored. We also need to make sure that we have the canola automatically going to a different location so that it can be processed for the creation of canola oil. Alright? And then any excess items that we have need to be voided, or items that we don't have drawers for. They need to be going to a final location to either be stored or destroyed. We don't want any of this stuff going to the point that it spills in the world or backs up or like just has entities everywhere. That would be bad. Capital B, capital A, capital D, bad. So we don't want to do that. For what I want to do though, we should be okay. I'm thinking we're just going to go ahead and have the, let's see, power's on this side, right? Yeah, this should be good. We're going to have a line of dirt just come along the wall here. I say this, do I have dirt in my... No, I don't. So no, we got to use granite. It works. We're just using this as a spacing material, basically. Alright, so that's good. I'm going to need to make another fluid pump now that I think about it, and I'm probably going to need more pipes. But we can at least get the water inserted for now. Alright, so we can go ahead and have the conveyor come out this way. Oh, you're bad. So if I wanted to do something like have the oil generator on the bottom here with the fermenting barrel above it, once this had a oil, it should push it down into the generator. And it would get it from the press, which currently has power. Let's go ahead and see if we have any canola we can just shove in there too. Hi guys. Let's just shove that canola in there. Make sure this works right. Alright, so that canola should go in here. It'll automatically hit the fermenting barrel. And as that processes, it should hit the oil generator. It does. Okay, so that's great. So the only thing I need to do, right, is I need to add something here that can act as a temporary storage that is capable of pushing into the canola press. So what we're going to do, we're going to get a drawer for now. And we're going to put it right there. And then we're going to replace this one here with a dropping conveyor. Going that way, and we're going to key this to canola. Oh, it's all gone. We were going to key that to canola. Have you grown yet? No. That's canola seeds. That is canola. So basically, right now, our weak link is we need to be able to extract from here to put it into the canola press. What I'm thinking we'll do for that is I will make a flat transfer node from extra utilities. This guy right here. It's actually not that bad to make. It's an anvil with a transfer node. That's actually a lot cheaper than I thought. Why did I think that took ender pearls? I should have been making these guys forever. I swear they took ender pearls in previous versions. All right, so we got that. That's okay. We can do that. And then we're going to have the conveyors come along this way again. All right, we'll rotate. Let's just put them in. So, rotate, rotate, wrong way. Get the torches out of my hand. Okay, so far so good. So any canola that's going to come through here is going to hit that and go down. We'll void the... Actually, you know what? We won't void the excess. We'll leave that as is. And then we'll have some over here for storage. That should be fine. Alright, it's going to keep coming over this way. I'd like it to be roughly center where the drawer controller is. So it comes like right here, center, so that's center. And then beyond that is going to go, say, 2 or 3 more. And then we'll have the trash test. I'm so glad that we can just rotate these. Makes it so much easier. Alright, so that chest, what will happen to it is any items put in here should be stored properly, right? But anything beyond what it can normally hold should be deleted. Yeah. But if it was like full up on that, it would just start erasing items. So it is a good thing to have, actually. It's a very nice, good, server-friendly item. Okay, so we have this here. We're going to come down. There you go. Right there. Alright, so this one right here has to be a drawer controller. I mean, it has to be a dropping conveyor. It is a drawer controller. Alright. And then that should default to putting items in that hit that into the attached storage drawers, which will be fantastic. And I think... Oh, it's going to be lopsided. I'm a terrible person. It's going to bug the poo out of me. Take an axe. Guess who doesn't have an axe? This guy. Alright, so let's go ahead and make a few more of those, because that really will bug me. Can make an axe. Alright, so we're going to make the chests out of the ugly, ugly wood that is jungle wood. I say this as somebody who thinks jungle wood gets a bad rap. It's ugly. Oh, you make little tiny chests. Alright, good enough. So we'll do that. I'm going to avoid having anything on the bottom. I want to try to decorate a little bit later. You can cry in terror then. Other than that, that should be good for now. It's a good way to store the items. The only thing we need really is the transfer node there, which we could take care of in a little bit. We are going to have power. This is where we start getting things really, really nasty looking. We're going to have power coming out of there, so we need a connector on that. We need a connector on the actual the press thingy, because it needs power. We cannot connect the connector to the connector, because then we can't connect it anywhere else. We also need one here. So what we're going to need is a relay at one point that they can both connect to. So let's go ahead and put that on the wall right here, right? We'll go wall to that, and then to there. And then, will that reach? Perfect. Okay, good. Plus, that keeps the wires out of our general walk area. We are a bat right now, so it's kind of hard to judge that, but... Alright, so that's good. Let's go ahead and go back to bat form so we can actually see what we're doing. Nobody likes sleeping on the server. Alright. Conveyors, we're going to need power and water. Let's go ahead and take care of water real quick. So I want to go ahead and have this come out going the opposite direction of the conveyor line. And then this is just going to not go up. There we go. And then fluid pump. Do I just want to have a pool on the floor here, or do I need to have anything special? Because I have to run the power. It's got to hit a connector, right? It's got to go from a connector and then hit the thing again. So I tell you what, we'll actually break these guys. And we're gonna make some pipe dream madness in here. I think the proper term is dire wire. Check this out. We're going around. Alright, so we're going to have that come down like this, and there's going to be a pump right here, right? And then we're going to put water below it. Should I can move that to the side. Put it right there. And then we'll put a connector on the top of this guy, and then do that. So then that'll be able to be powered. It is going to output on this side, and the bottom is input, right? Yes, it is. Okay, that's good. But for this to function, it needs water. So let's go ahead and make an infinite spring. Up, 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 up. Down, 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 down. Alright, there we go. I might have a lily pad inside of my inventory over there that I could like use to hide that water. Should be okay. You know, it really won't matter. We're gonna have pipes. So anyway, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so we should just make a set of pipes. That should be enough. We're going to need 6 iron. Okay, so that's cooking. Oh, we got it. Just gonna make it all up. At one point, I'll use them if I don't use them now. Because fluid pipes, they are useful. Perfect. Now, the only thing that is wrong with this is I have no power storage to this. But it will work, and I'm okay with that. We need a lever. Or a lever, depending on if you want to, Alright. So that should start pumping water. Phenomenal. Alright, so it's got water. It's currently set to do trees. We don't need it to do trees. We need it to do soil. And, well, not soil, but AgriCraft crops, which means we need our little intricate circuit board we have here, and fertilizer. So let's go ahead and put the board in. This is currently set for crops all around. At a later point, I think what I want to do is I'm going to have it do like crop, trees, and then I'll save one for whatever else I need. I'm probably not going to need a full-size AgriCraft crop farm. Just from as effective as they have seemed to have been, I don't think I will. The first thing we're going to move over here, though, is going to be our, I want to say copper plants. They're probably our best bet. And to do that, we're going to need some stone. There we go. And let's also make ourselves some bowls of water. To do bowls, we need slabs, right? So I think we can just get away doing... Oops. I'm not used to having that button there. "24 bowls of water. I will never use this many bowls." I really will never use those. I gotta find a food item that uses them or something. Alright, so we got that. That's good. Let's go ahead, come over here. We're gonna get our copper crop. Alright, so these guys are all 10, 10, 10, so they're good to go. We don't really need anything special. We do need to get the gravel, which I suddenly wish I had silk touch. Because with my luck, it'll all turn to flint. Oh, yeah. We don't need water for the gravel stuff. Strictly speaking, I don't think you actually need water for crops. you need water to keep farmland hydrated, but not for the crop itself. Alright, so we're going to come on over here. First thing up, we are going to take our little platform. We're going to make a 3x3 area, which we have right here. How far out does this go again? So then it's another 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I could make it a 3x3 flat area, or I could add space around it. I'm tempted to add space, just so that it's not so cramped. Yeah, let's say for now that there is an invisible boundary line. So this is 2, 3. Right here, this is a walkable area between crops, and then that will be the edge, and then we'll put a decorative border around the side. But 1, 2, 3. This is the episode where you get to see if I can know how to count. It's been really hard work, but I'm proud to say that I'm finally countable. Alright, so that should be good to go. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a watering can. Watering can. Watering can? It's on me. It was on me the entire time. Alright, so let's go see if this works. I pray this plugin works. Yeah, sure, just install multi-farm crops that'll harvest it automatically. You don't have to do anything. It's harvesting. It's harvesting. It's not ejecting, but it's harvesting. Why? Does it need a block above that to properly eject, I bet? I swear I've pulled out using conveyors before. Ah, frustration. I can feel it setting in. Because the way that conveyors are set up right, they are treated as if they are inventories for the purposes of item insertion. So this thing should be saying, hey, that's a place where I can eject my stuff. Let's get it out of here. Alright. It's going the right way. It's not going the wrong direction. Let's see if a conveyor below it will actually catch the item. So if I do a conveyor below it, it'll be fine. Alright, what I can do if that's the case, right, is I can just do... Get rid of this. I have some actual vertical conveyors I can't use. I may as well use one of them. I was hoping that I could have these vertical ones like set to reverse and they would do their magic, but nope, they don't work that way. Actually, that is not what I wanted at all. Okay, so the vertical will automatically expand to fit to the side there. That's nice, actually. I didn't know they would do that. So we should be able to test this now by forcing the growth of the crops. So we should start seeing some copper ejected out on that. Yes! Yes, phenomenal! Okay, it works. I'm happy. I am so happy. Take my copper. Take my copper away. And with any luck, it'll put it in the same drawer, not different ones. Yes, fantastic. Okay, good. I am so happy. Oh, so freaking happy. Alright, we have iron blocks. Hooray. An anvil. So, I'm hoping that this just damages the anvil. and doesn't actually consume it. Oh, it's not used at all. Oh, fantastic. Okay. Alright, so we have flat transfer nodes now. And what we're going to need to do is actually remove... Let's see, this is... Hold L control when placing to reverse pull push. Yeah, I'm honestly not sure what that means. Remember that axe we said I would make and I never did? Alright, so let's go ahead and break this. I want to go ahead and put the flat transfer node on the top of that. And if I put this right here, and then fill it with canola, are you pulling? You are not pulling. Stop going into me. Alright, so that didn't work. I expected that to work. Alright, let's see. So hold. So see if that works. I held left control that time. Okay, that's it. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so we need to make a key so that we can lock that. We should probably get most of that out of there. So if we make a key... Oh, you're a new butterfly. I haven't seen you before. It's green. Alright, so... Key. Drawer key. Locks and unlocks. Oh. Show or hide stored quantity labels. That's actually awesome. What does the drawer key button do? I'm moderately curious about that. But it takes 2 gold ingots, a nugget, and a template upgrade, which we can actually make. Okay, so we got that. We need gold, which we have in here. So take 3 of those. No, take 2 of those, because we already have nugs. Did I put all my... I was gonna say, did I put all that away? Okay, so we got that. Make a lock. There we go. Okay, so 2 things we're gonna do. See, this is why it's bad not to have that in there properly, because you end up like that. So that's locked. That will only ever take canola now. And even when this drains all the way out, it's still going to be just canola. And that will always forever be copper. I recently found out, by the way, you can lock or unlock the entire drawer controller. I've never tried it. Never really figured it out. But that's awesome. Alright, so this thing is, except for the fertilizer, this thing is completely self-automated. I am very happy about that. I might make some chisels a bit scaffolding or something to like hold it up because it looks really weird. I will take it though. This is working quite well, and we're getting an excess of power too. So it's I have high hopes for this. I have exceedingly high hopes. Anyway, I've got some more stuff to do here. I will see you all next time once we have this farm thing figured out. And with any luck, we can start automatically processing some of the resources we get here into make something extremely useful. And by extremely useful, I mean not useless. Anyway, I want to go ahead and thank you for watching this episode of Coop Life. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave a comment in the section below. And I will click you next time with